This video is a brief introduction to using multimedia to support reading in social studies classes. In this video, we briefly introduce strategies teachers can use to support student learning within social studies courses. As students move through middle and high school, they must acquire a set of skills and strategies to understand dense primary source documents, such as the type found in social studies courses. Social studies instruction that is solely text-based tends to emphasize learning about history, while rich, inquiry-based instruction emphasizes learning how to think like a historian. To think like a historian, your students need to be able to evaluate, corroborate, and synthesize multiple, often conflicting sources. These sources may include newspaper articles, paintings, political cartoons, songs, diary entries, and speeches. Each of these sources requires vocabulary and comprehension strategies that may be vastly different from those used in other courses. The Common Core Standards for English Language Arts represent a shift in the way we approach reading instruction, particularly with regard to content area reading in history, social studies, and science. Students are expected to read primary and secondary sources closely, analyze the text, determine central ideas, and distinguish among fact, fiction, and reasoned judgments in text. With these shifts, all of your students, with and without disabilities, could benefit from explicit instruction and strategies for reading and making meaning of nonfiction texts. One evidence-based practice for building these skills is explicit instruction that activates background knowledge, scaffolds summary skills, and facilitates the development of academic vocabulary. This can help provide students with the supports they need to access the standards. Technology tools that provide reading supports, such as text-to-speech, and multimedia that encourage inquiry-based history learning are a great way to build your students' content-specific vocabulary and comprehension. Research into effective practices for inquiry-based history instruction has supported the use of engaging questions to facilitate active learning, multiple sources to increase learning, scaffolding to develop analytical skills. There are also technology tools and supports that can be an excellent way to help students engage with social studies text in a meaningful way and build deeper understanding through guided inquiry. You should consider employing rich multimedia resources to help your students explore engaging questions about history rather than simply describing an event. For example, the site Picturing Modern America encourages students to analyze primary source documents and images, explore the interpretations of students, teachers, and historians, and create digital slideshows that present their own historical arguments. Learning from multiple sources facilitates a deeper historical understanding. Students should explore historical topics through paintings, diary entries, newspaper articles, and period music. Many of these primary sources are available online in digital format. You should consider using digital material whenever possible so that struggling readers have access to text-to-speech, online references, dictionaries, and glossaries. Cooperative learning activities can be a great way to help students understand how historians construct narratives about the past. Consider having your students work together to analyze historical documents and create a classroom wiki page. That gives students the opportunity to discuss different perspectives while they construct meaning. Many websites and software programs are available that help your students explore the past in an exciting and engaging way. Look for tools that embed tools for facilitating students' comprehension, evaluation, and corroboration of sources. For example, questioning strategies, modeling think-alouds, and tools that allow students to record and organize responses. For example, investigating the first Thanksgiving includes a glossary, audio interviews with experts, guidance for analyzing historical evidence, prompting questions, and an opportunity for students to create their own museum exhibits. Pause the video and answer this question. What are multimedia-based interventions you can use to support instruction in the social studies? When you are satisfied that you know this content, please continue.